you so much. My name is Nare. I work with Just Detention International South Africa. We are a health and human rights organization that works to end sexual abuse in detention. I'm not going to be speaking about sexual abuse today. I'm going to be speaking about something a little different, about how we may reduce corruption in the public sector, but particularly in the police. Corruption is actually a major barrier in the delivery of justice, and if we don't address it, we will continue to have high crime statistics and affecting all of us, basically. A very close person who works for a bank based in Johannesburg shared a story with me that I want to share with you, which made me think that we can intervene somewhere to address corruption. Apparently, there was a fraud that was taking place at a hi-fi corporation in a mall, and the bank sensed that this transaction was not, there's something wrong with this particular transaction, and the bank decided to call the owner of the card and the number, the registered number. And the people who accepted the call were the people who were committing this particular crime. They provided the bank with all the information that the bank wanted, the security questions, and then the transaction was cleared. But the forensic guy was based at the bank decided that, you know, there's still something suspicious about this, because this is a company that is supposed to be based in Durban, and this company is buying property with, she said, about 150,000. It's a mall in the CBD in Johannesburg. Unfortunately, the forensic department of this bank was based at the same mall. So he decided to walk to this hi-fi corporation shop and see what was exactly happening. And when he got there, he discovered that this is not the company that is making this purchase, and these people were actually committing fraud. He immediately called the cops, who arrived on the scene, and some of the these guys escaped, but the one was with the card was apprehended, and yeah. Now, the issue I want to share with you is that this guy won an award at Nedbank. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to mention the bank. I didn't want to mention the bank, but yeah, won an award. But when he got the award, he wanted to speak more about the issue, and he wanted to tell them about this particular case. And he called the police again and said, I want to know what happened from there, because they were taken from the store and supposedly to the police station. And he learned that there was no case that was opened. There was no evidence that this ever happened. It appears they never even got to the police station. The nearest police station in Johannesburg would be Johannesburg Central, John Foster. And that made me think, when she shared this story, that made me think what could have been done to make sure that at the very least this case was registered with SAPS and proper investigation take place. And that made me think about police body cameras. And I know there are many, there's been talk about that in other aspects, about mainly reducing or as a deterrent for police brutality. But in this case, I think it may have helped, because what happened from the store would have been recorded in a way, and would have known what discussions took place at the store, would have known what discussions took place after they left the store. And I think maybe this case would have gone to the police station and something done with this particular case. And I know there are many issues around privacy for both the officials and also the public around body cameras. But I think in this instance, this could be an example where we need to start thinking seriously about whether or not body cameras can help address corruption in our public service. And the same applies for JMPD and correctional services, who in most instances are often accused of torture and brutality. And that's my idea, and thank you for indulging.